Pisces, my spicy Pisces friends. Thanks for coming to my channel. This is your monthly June reading. This is your 2023 June monthly reading. That's where we're trying to go with that. For the zodiac sign of Pisces. So what we're going to do here, we're going to get started, and I'm breaking it down sort of by each week and then clarifying each card with a Prism Oracle. I love this spread for monthly readings. It's just a time to really get into kind of pulling out very specific energies that are within the Rider-Waite imagery that are maybe, I guess what I'm trying to say is more deeply clarified by the lens of color and emotion. So it's so weird. I was trying to get that thought out, and it was so simple in my head. Maybe if some of you are experiencing kind of some fatigue and confusion lately, or just kind of a hazy energy around this season. It is Gemini season right now, so our minds are very much flying all over the place. Mercury's about to switch into Gemini, actually, which is, it rules Gemini. So, yeah, for some reason that's coming to mind. That might be specific to some of y'all. You might have Gemini in your chart. Wow, that came out as the last card for Cancer. So, in your first week here, it's already looking good. You have the Page of Pentacles, rooted down by the Love card. So the Page of Pentacles is, again, and Cancer also had a page on their first week. This is really interesting. Water signs are having some synchronicities already here, just in kind of energy that you're experiencing. Wow, okay. This is really quite nice. All right, so Pisces. Yeah, like I was saying, your first week here, Page of Pentacles, rooted down by the Love card. I don't know how else to say it. You have some kind of offer coming to you, and it is likely love related in some capacity. This could be something that you just love to do, and you're getting the opportunity to do it. I'm picking that up for some of you because it's a pentacle page after all. So this really could be something about the material world. This could be a chance to expand your resources or invest in an idea that's going to profit you. But really the overall energy of it is, it's not just anything, it's something that you love. And it's something that you're also ready to take care of. Like, I'm noticing that the page just has a lot of affinity for that pentacle that he's holding up. It's sort of like, what can I do with this? How can I expand this? You're at the beginning of something here, Pisces, that is your intuitive juices are starting to trickle into your brain space. That's the scientific way to put it. You're really coming to realize and integrate really into your beliefs that there's really something to this, whatever it is that you're working with this week, or whatever it is that's coming at you. So keep in mind, just keep your eyes peeled for that. Also, like I said that, and I look at the rest of these cards here, and there's some of these prism energies are sort of illustrated with faces. Not all of them. In fact, most of them aren't, but you have 3 faces in a row here. So that's really interesting. I feel like maybe you're going to be more visible this month than you have been. And it's all really good face emotions too. I mean, it's confidence, happiness, rest. So you're moving into a really beautiful energy. And it's especially beautiful because as we're talking about the second week, moving into the second week, which is really depending on when you're watching this. If you're watching it in the first few days after I post it, this is the energy that we're in now. So you have the 10 of Wands rooted down by the Confidence card. Of any of the cards in this spread so far, and I said a similar thing to Cancer, like it's good. Of the prism cards that you don't have any of like the challenging energies by any means. You have all good ones, and there are some challenging ones in that deck, so it's really incredible. Water signs are having a very thriving moment, I believe. The only card in this whole spread that maybe is potentially a challenging energy is your Ten of Wands this week, in your second week here. But because it is rooted down and clarified by your confidence card, this is less of, because sometimes I would interpret the Ten of Wands to be kind of just on that last leg, like weary, tired. It's like, for anyone who's done a lot of physical labor, you know that like when you're just trying to finish a project and the sun's going down and you need to do it when there's good light and you're just powering through and you've been working for 12, 14, 16 hours, whatever. There's that fatigue and that exhaustion where you're just like, oh, there's not much of a good mood or anything. And sometimes I'm really picking up on that energy with that card, but right now I'm not getting any of that. I am getting that you are confident in what it is that you're carrying and what it is that you are really working towards. Like, you have this resolve, this inner resolve that you just know that it's going to be worth it. That's so powerful, Pisces. It really is like an intuitive psychic knowing, which you're a very psychic sign, so it makes a lot of sense to me. But I love to see this energy for you because there's just grit here, and that's something that, like, if I feel like a lot of people, if you're talking about the zodiac archetypes, if you say like, oh, what's a sign that displays grit? I feel like, no offense to any of you, I feel like Pisces is not really a sign that would be the first to come up. And so I really love you in this energy because you are such an intuitive and psychic sign, and like your watery energy is so powerful. When you are able to combine it with this sort of fire energy that is the Wands suit, and then the 10, which is completion, which is carrying something through and doing it confidently, like that is a huge sign of integration for your sign specifically, because you're really taking polarizing energies, water and fire, right? And you're making it work. Like you are defying reality this week. In the second week here in June, Pisces, you're defying reality. I can't believe it. So yeah, that's an excellent energy. That's probably, I'm also just intuitively picking up, that's going to be an energy that is not going to stay in that week. That's an energy that really is going to be carrying you through the rest of the month. And I think that's really what these face energies are all about. Is sort of this coming into, you have the only face card that you don't have here is in your first week, and it's the love card. And so the love card, it's like this powerful light bursting forth. It's like suddenly this newness, suddenly this great opportunity, whatever it is, and it just, you latch onto it and you follow it through. And then you just know, like, it takes you to your third week, which, could you have a better card? You can't. Literally, this is incredible, the stuff I'm picking up on right now. Pisces, you have the Sun card in your third week, which every tarot reader and their grandma knows that the Sun card is the happiness card. And what do you have clarifying it? The happiness card. Like, you can't make this stuff up. I just don't know how any Pisces that is viewing this is going to be having a bad time this month. And you think that it couldn't get better from there, which, I have to be honest with you, that is kind of a peak. Like, it kind of can't get better from there. But the energy that you're immediately moving into in your fourth week is so complementary to the flow of what you should experience after moving through the Sun energy and having that happiness. People who are working to heal their trauma, to work through their shadows, and to really try to be as objective with themselves as possible in the ways that they need to heal, and in the ways that they're being unhealed emotionally is affecting the people around them. For anyone who is doing that work, which chances are if you're here, you're doing that work, they know, or at least you start to learn through that process, that when you move through an energy that is as powerful as the sun, that's not something that you can, it's not somewhere you can stay. It's not something you can sustain, and you're not meant to. There is a dynamic ebb and flow to energies that we move in and out of. That is the one thing that we can count on, right? Is that change is the one and only constant. So this is what we are consciously journeying, hurtling through, and we all signed up for this. So we're here moving into your 4th week that is such a great energy to transition into coming off of the sun energy. You have the Ace of Swords, clarified and rooted down by the Rest card. So, Pisces, the last week of June, which is when we're going to start getting into Cancer season, so it's going to be a little bit more familiar of an energy you're going to be experiencing once we get to Cancer season at the end of June, because we'll be out of Gemini energy, which is very air, moving into Cancer, which is water, which is a lot more your vibe, but also a little bit different flavor than maybe what you would be in Pisces season. It's definitely, because Pisces season is it's like very psychic, very thin veil. Cancer is more about, it's the youngest of the water signs. And so as we move into Cancer season, there's going to be a lot of, I think, how would I say it? Like frequencies of nurturing, frequencies of Cancer is like sort of the mother archetype. So just a lot of divine feminine energy, I feel. And as you're entering into that season, there's going to be something you're going to get so clear about. And I know that we are already talking about having a lot of clarity early on in the reading and having confidence to carry things through. But it's the sort of thing, like the energy I'm picking up on the narrative of this read is there's going to be this thing that is starting, right? Whether it's an opportunity for a new love connection or a new business idea or whatever it is that's starting for you. It's different for all of you. You're going to kind of invest a little bit into it and then realize, oh, this is so worth whatever it's going to take. And then you're going to move into really pretty rapidly reaping a very big return on your emotional well-being, like a huge return on your happiness. Like, can you have anything better? Money can't buy happiness, they say. So it's like in a matter of just a few weeks, you've gone from just something that started small into something that you're like, oh no, this could actually work. Like, I could actually do this. And I know because I have evidence now. And so that clarity of moving through something that was an idea that is now a lived experience, you're kind of taking time to integrate that in the 4th week. You've realized, oh, I've just created something out of nothing, and there's really something to this. And I know that there's something to it because my heart is lighting up and all of my chakras are aligning, or however you experience it. And remember that your intuition's going to speak differently to you than anyone else because it's a unique signifier. Each of us have a different way to connect with our intuition. Like me, for instance, I know my intuition is talking to me when my left ear twitches. That's one of the most powerful, like, visceral ways that I experience connecting with those faculties. But there are lots of other ways for different people. I'm saying that, I'm feeling led to say that. So if anyone else is having any experiences like that, where you just really have come to recognize how you connect with your intuition, feel free to drop it in the comments below, because that's something that a lot of people don't talk about, I feel. But anyways, back to your last week here, you have the clarification is the Rest card. So it's very much like you're needing to take some time at the end of the month to really integrate the rush of what you just experienced. And I feel like you're going to kind of be having maybe a little bit of this this mood and this energy of, did that just really happen? Like, because that felt kind of too good to be true. And sometimes if we don't take the time to rest and really integrate that energy and ground it down into us and really kind of analyze it in the ways that are helpful to us, it can be easy to just try to get stuck in the sun energy, because it's like riding a high. And like you might need like a little bit more. But if you step back, then you realize, oh no, that was so powerful and that was so good. And you take the time to sort of put the pieces together of how this might play forward for you going into July, August, September, so on and so forth. But yeah, ultimately it's a super good, like it's a great progressive energy. Like your month just keeps getting, like it goes from good to great to just better. Excellent. I'm pulling a couple of cards here at the end. So this is the Animal Spirit deck. I love the little miniature one here by Kim Kranz. It's a great energy, great little blurbs about these spirit animals. So far you and Cancer have both had 2 of them pop out. The other signs have just gotten 1 so far, but I'm just going to read a short excerpt here because these are super powerful. First one that you have is Ether, Spirit. So it's the Phoenix card. And yeah, there we go. This is what it says. Freedom from suffering and past karma. Reincarnation. The Phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The Phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through the practice and dedication. The essence of the Phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the Phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the Phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's the sign the fire of transformation is upon your wings. Whew, that's really powerful. And then you have bee energy, which is a great energy. Like how wonderful is that? Of phoenixes and bees. Should definitely be a title for something. Earnest, hardworking, democratic. The bee personality is a delight to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. This could very well be this first week I'm talking about. Bees love to work steadily and thoughtfully until the final task is complete. They are sensitive creatures, aware of many subtleties at once. Since they're artists at heart, they usually add creative details to the overall vision. For the most part, they have bustling, joyous personalities until they're too tired from all the work. Then they gripe and sting. When in balance, content, active, vibrant. When out of balance, overworked, annoyed. To bring into balance, mini vacation. I think I said at the beginning of this reading that some of you have felt we're kind of taking a bit of a travel detour in some regard. Maybe some kind of a vacation, so pay specific attention to that if that's the case for you. But I'm going to pull your last card here, which is a moon affirmation from the Moon Magic Tiny Oracle deck here. I love this deck. Just a great way to get kind of a mantra to take with you for the month of June here. could be related to this read, or, you know, it doesn't have to be. There it is. I saw this one flip around. Okay, so you have winning, give us 3. Beauty raises my vibration. I seek it out for joy and healing. And that's what I got for you, Pisces. Thanks so much for being here. I have personal readings open in the link below. I have a very limited amount of ones that are video chats with me, so make sure you snag one of those if you're interested. And then thanks to everyone so far for the donations. Like, it means so much, like you don't even know. I feel very led to share this energy with you. So thank you for allowing me to do that. And until next time, Pisces, I will see you later.